how to have the best year no matter when you start. That's the mindset we have to embrace. And I want to just take a moment, instead of just going into traditional have goals, have a vision, have a plan, put it on your calendar, all of which you have to do, and I'll maybe talk about that. What I first want to talk about is really break a myth that has become so close to us that we think it's real. The fact is, much of our way of calendaring and judging the passage of time is arbitrary. Certainly it does take a period of time for the earth to revolve, and it does take a period of time for the earth to go around the sun, and that is basically what the day and the year is based on. But the fact is, who decides when the day starts? On a round planet going around, there is no starting point. So when does your day start? Always right now. Now, I know that we base it on light and dark, but depending on what you do, your day starts differently. When I was an actor, we'd be shooting a movie at night. My day started at like 5 o'clock in the evening, and my night started at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so it's all arbitrary. And why is this important? Because, or the year as well, right? When does your year start? Is it January? Well, depending on your culture, the year of history started at a different time. So again, the year always starts today. The day always starts this hour. The hour always starts this minute. If you remove all the clocks and the calendars, that's a fact. And the importance of that is that because of the belief that the day starts at a certain time, and the hour starts at a certain time, or the year starts at a certain time, we have developed a collective belief system that has actually caused us to be, for some people, more awake in the morning and more tired at night, more tired in the morning and getting more awake at night. For some people to be more pumped up for their year in January, and around February, they're not as pumped up, or for some of us, maybe it's mid-year. The gym membership is full in January and it's empty by March. And there's this energetic movement because of our belief that causes us to have more energy, more momentum, more openness and willingness to go for it than based on a time period. But that is completely fabricated by the human consciousness. It's not true, it's not based in principle. And when you can get free of that from the divine or from the spiritual or from the universal truth, the energy that you have, the power, the motivation, the inspiration, the ability to create the best day of your life every day, the best year of your life every year, the best moment of your life every moment, you have the capacity for that to be fully lit up, fully active, fully productive, 24/7, 365 as a spiritual being in terms of the truth of you. I'm not saying you shouldn't rest. Rest is important. Even God rested on the seventh day. But the point is that why you go in energetic cycles through your day, through your month, and through your year, why you tend to lose hope sometimes near the end of the year, or for some people, you decide to dig in at the end of the year, has everything to do with the belief of time and nothing to do with your actual potential. Your potential is ready to rocket right now. It's ready to have the best year starting in January, to have the best year starting in June, to have the best year starting in December. You know how your desk is piling up with work and you're going on vacation finally, and you've got 3 weeks worth of work, and in 3 days you finish it all. How is that possible? It's because the leverage and the reason and the why behind it, it's called Parkinsons Law, that the work tends to take as much time as you give it. So it's not about the amount of work. It's about your openness, your willingness, your reason why. And suddenly you get focused, you get on track, on target, you have all of this energy, and you knock it out in 3 days instead of 3 weeks. That potential is with you always. So I want you to understand that how to have the best year no matter when you start is, first of all, letting go of all this baggage and beginning to own and accept and practice as if the truth, which is the truth, is that you have inexhaustible energy, inspiration, abundance, wisdom, and potential all the time. And begin to practice that. If you have something you really want to do, but you don't feel the energy of it, you don't feel inspired, act like an inspired person. Practice that and watch as you activate inspiration. You don't feel like going to the gym, it's too late, you normally work out in the morning. Go work out anyways and watch as you activate the energy you need. Now again, I'm not saying there aren't need and times for rest, but a lot of the times when we don't follow through, when we don't feel motivated, inspired, and energized, it has nothing to do with the actual physical store of energy. It has everything to do with our mental and emotional baggage or pattern. So begin today, no matter what day this is of the year or month this is on the calendar, to get back in touch with the reason why you're alive, with the vision you have for your life, with the goals you have for your year. Reconnect with that. Reconnect with the feeling of that. Activate the energy of that. Ask yourself, if it was January, if I was guaranteed to succeed, how would I feel? Who would I be? What would my habits of thinking, feeling, being, and doing be? And then begin to practice as if that is so. And watch as you access and activate more energy than you knew. I remember watching a video clip with Muhammad Ali in late stages of Parkinson's, and he was doing a documentary, and he was talking about how, he was like, champ, how do you do it? How did you do it in those spaces when you were up against the ropes and you had nothing left? He was like, I just dig deep, man. And he was talking about how he dug deep. And before he got to that moment, he's kind of shaking and kind of wobbly, and he goes, I just dug deep, man. And all of a sudden you saw him go, whoosh. He was not a guy with Parkinson's. And he turns to the bag, he's like, bam, 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 like the champ that he always was. And I was like, whoa. And then he turns back to the camera and he starts shaking again. Where did that energy come from? Where did the Parkinson's go? That's what's in you. Dig deep, and watch as you can create the best year of your life starting whenever, the best day of your life starting now. I hope this has inspired you. Till next time, remember to live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.